Hi, I'm Ava Loneman, the 2020 National Miss Agriculture USA. Welcome to the virtual speech area of the 2021 California Miss Agriculture USA competition. Speech is only for the Petite, Junior, Teen, Miss, Ms., Mrs., and Elite divisions. It is worth 15% of their total score. Our Miss Agriculture USA queens are passionate advocates for agriculture. Join us as our Miss Agriculture USA queens competing in the 2021 California Miss Agriculture USA competition speak on the topic, What Agriculture Means to Me.
What agriculture means to me. Living in Southern California, agriculture is extremely important due to the lack of natural resources, mainly water. We have to learn how to take care of the environment and help restore natural habitats, especially after natural disasters, which we have a lot around here. For the most part, California has a lot of fires every year. The fires destroy sensitive areas. Last year, we suffered a lot of fires in our desert, which destroyed habitats of endangered animals and plants, such as the desert tortoise and the Joshua tree, which have made the endangered list. I am currently working on a silver project with my Girl Scout troop. The project is how to save the Joshua trees and habitats after all the fires have hit them. We are working in a heavily burnt out area to see if the new techniques are working to regrow native plants. Also, with this project, I am learning how to restore older groves that were burnt. We are working on creating new habitats using the dead trees and seed bombs. Another thing that agriculture means to me is spreading awareness by going to local farmers markets and online events. Wearing my sash and crown in public is an instant conversation starter. People like to ask me questions about my title and what it means. Discussing agricultural issues in our area brings awareness to people and they enjoy our discussions. I love making people happy by showing up to safe, special events. I'm still going out and spreading awareness to all during this hard time for everybody.
Agriculture is the sole provider for every single person's basic needs. People interact with agriculture every single day. To me, agriculture means family farms and finding a community within other agriculturists. Agriculture is the backbone of our nation, and without it, our country would not be where it is today. Did you know that 97% of America's farms are family-owned? It is these devoted families that provide for our nation, working tirelessly day after day, waking up earlier than some could even imagine to tend to livestock or plow the fields. It is work that is not easy to be done, but the humble farmer realizes that it is necessary. Their work is defeating, and they hardly reap a reward at the end of the season, being sold out by big corporations who don't care about the small farms that are hardly bringing in a profit anymore. And yet they still have faith in their work, educate others about agriculture, and pass on their knowledge and skill for generations. The ag community is unlike any other. Hardworking people who understand each other's hardships and struggles. The community is like a family, and it is shown when neighbors help each other in harvest season or branding season. No matter where you go, the ag community is always willing to lend a hand or welcome you with open arms. As the president's lines of the opening ceremonies of the FFA go, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. All over the world, agriculture means something different to everyone, although I feel that everyone should know that agriculture is about the people, the community, and the honest work. Agriculturists are just, hardworking people who do this work because it is work worth doing. Thank you.
Agriculture is essential for survival. Agriculture plays a role in everything from the food on our table to the clothes on our back. It is an industry that can easily be taken for granted due to the ease at which we can purchase low-cost food and clothing. There are many sciences currently being explored for more sustainable methods of farming, and I am sure that breakthroughs will be made that will improve productivity and also people's lives. I never thought about agriculture until my freshman year when I joined the local chapter of the National FFA organization. This is when I was introduced to the pork industry. I started by raising show hogs. Soon after, I started breeding hogs. Not knowing much about the industry, I had to reach out to breeders and other knowledgeable people to help me succeed as a breeder. Agriculture is about building connections and community. I have been fortunate to come across very helpful people in this industry. I have found that the people that I have met in agriculture are always willing to share information and support each other to ensure success. I have never been turned down by anyone that I have reached out to. On the contrary, knowledge is always shared and best of wishes offered. Agriculture is pride. It was impressive to me that we were able to raise a hog that would be sold and produce high quality meat. A lot of pride comes from providing high quality food. Agriculture provides life, and to be part of that is fulfilling and provides me with a sense of accomplishment. Agriculture is about growing plants, animals, and as a person. Through my experience with the National FFA organization, I was able to participate in public speaking competitions, and this was a big accomplishment for me because I have always struggled with public speaking so much that I would end up in tears. Agriculture has become the focus of who I am and who I want to be. I have discovered a way of life that is not only fulfilling, but also something that inspires me to do better.
Agriculture is the backbone of society. After all, people are unable to survive without access to food, and people are unable to congregate into civilizations without specialized techniques that produce the food we need efficiently and in large scales. This is where modern farming comes into play. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, farming looked very different. Subsistence farming was more common, and everyone was directly involved in the production of agriculture in some way. However, as society progressed and people began to gather into cities, our food production systems needed to be reformed. This was known as the Agricultural Revolution and created a gateway for all modern advancement to follow. It essentially enabled the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution created more specialized jobs outside of agriculture, allowing people to consider new things instead of growing crops because they relied on other producers to do so. While this did allow us to develop new technology and create societies we know it to be today, it also created a society that was completely disconnected from the food that they consumed. This is where we as Queens come into play. As advocates for agriculture and its associated industries, we serve as liaisons between producer and consumer, helping to bridge the knowledge deficit, the knowledge gap that's so wide and far between. But I haven't answered the question yet. Why is agriculture so important to me? Why do I feel like I need to share the importance of agriculture with the general public when they oftentimes are so resistant to learning, even from producers themselves? I grew up in California, which is the largest agricultural state in the nation. I see firsthand the knowledge deficit between producer and consumer that's so large that consumers, more often than not, don't even know where to look if they want to learn about the food industry. I see it every year at the county fair with my dairy goats. People who have never seen a goat milked ask me basic questions about everything from raising them to nutrition content to ethics. They're so enthusiastic to learn because they finally found a direct link to an industry that they've never had the resources to come face to face with. Not that those resources don't exist, but because they have no idea where even to begin looking. Agriculture is hugely important to me because it's been my livelihood from the very beginning. I grew up in a family that respected agriculture and exposed me to its importance from an early age. Now it's my turn to share that knowledge and those values with everyone else who wants to listen. We're all affected by agriculture, so at the very least we need to understand it in order to be good stewards to the land and to put the best food we can into our bodies. Only then can we appreciate everything our farmers, our growers, our producers do for us on a daily basis. These people selflessly feed their families by feeding all of ours, and for that we should be forever grateful. Thank you.
Thomas Jefferson once stated, "Agriculture is our wisest pursuit because it will in the end contribute most to real wealth, good morals, and happiness." Hi, my name is Sarah Dyke, and I am your 2021 San Benito County Miss Agriculture USA. You may be wondering, what does agriculture mean to me? To me, agriculture is a mix of several different things. It's what you make of it. Agriculture is a way of life. It's so much more than just a job field. For many people involved in the industry, their entire lives revolve around it, including their families. Whether it be farming crops, raising livestock, or working in the technology and mechanic side of the industry, there is always something that needs to be done, even if that means doing it on your personal time. Agriculture is perseverance. COVID-19 is a great example of this. Agriculture cannot be put on hold due to tough times like this. Farmers are the building blocks of our community. Without them here to provide for us, our community would crumble. Their hard work and dedication is what keeps us thriving. Agriculture is making memories. My most cherished memories come from being involved in the agriculture industry. Whether it be showing in 4-H, FFA, or the California Junior Livestock Association, to traveling around the United States, meeting new people, and making new friends, I wouldn't trade these experiences for anything. Most of all, agriculture is passion. My passion lies in the livestock industry. My biggest role model in this industry is Temple Grandin. She is the person who sparked my passion for animal agriculture. As you may know, she is an autistic animal welfare scientist. Because she had autism, she was seen as different, but to me, she was relatable. I developed a rare anxiety disorder when I was 3 years old, which resulted in me physically not being able to talk until I was about 13 years old. I too was different and had to express myself in different ways. Temple Grandin showed me that that was okay, and that I had a strong love for animals just as she did. I thought to myself, if she could make a difference in animal agriculture, then so could I. As I got older and started overcoming my anxiety disorder, my passion for animal agriculture only grew bigger. This passion was what got me through the toughest time of my life. Words cannot express how thankful I am for the agriculture industry. It has made a huge impact on my life as it has on other people's too. This is what I think agriculture is all about. Thank you.
So what does agriculture mean to me? That is a question I do not ask myself often. And being a college of agriculture student, I never thought about even answering that kind of question. So, with some thought, what does agriculture mean to me? To me, agriculture is the food that we grow, it is the animals that we raise, it is the education we teach to the next generation about those things, and it's about taking care of the land that we live on. Agriculture is all around us, and it definitely makes our world go round. So, let us look at what the true definition of agriculture is, and see if I was even just mildly close. So according to dictionary.com, the definition of agriculture is the science, art, or occupation concerned with farming, cultivating land, raising crops, and the feeding, breeding, and raising of livestock. What a perfect definition. And it was pretty close, so I think. So, I never truly thought from this definition that agriculture could be art. Which is weird because I have lots of art hanging up in my own bedroom. And it made me think, well, what kind of art hangs up in my bedroom? Art that resembles agriculture. I love seeing pictures of farms, ranches, fields of flowers, cowboys and cowgirls working with cattle, and those old red Ford trucks carrying flowers in their tail beds. So agriculture is definitely art, and it is also farming, ranching, cultivating the land, and definitely raising crops, 100%. It is the farmers and the ranchers that help keep the food on our tables. But with agriculture also comes the animals, the cattle, the chickens, the pigs, the goats, and the lambs, but also the dogs, cats, and horses, all of which to me are considered an important part to agriculture. The importance of animals and the responsibilities learned from taking care of them and making sure they stay healthy is all part of what agriculture is about. Programs like 4-H, Future Farmers of America, and Rodeo all bring those aspects to life, and they hold a special place in my heart. Agriculture to me is so much more than a definition. It is a culture, It is a job, and it is a way of life.
Thank you so much for watching our virtual competition. If you too have a passion for agriculture, please join us by becoming an advocate for agriculture as a Miss Agriculture USA Queen. To learn more about Miss Agriculture USA, how to become a Miss Agriculture USA Queen, and to see more of our Miss Agriculture USA Queens in action, visit our website at www.missagricultureusa.org. Be sure to like us on Facebook and to follow us on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our Miss Agriculture USA YouTube channel.